You'll never guess where we are, but we're going to have a quick bagel for breakfast. So here we are in Southampton, waiting to board Britannia for Norway. And here we are.
To wear it, so here's a demonstration of how you put it on. If you have any questions after this demonstration, please speak to us.
And we're off. We just burned him off and now he's getting closer. I think there's a bit of aggro going on here. That little sailboat down there just got a nice honking at by the boat because they were going to go right in front of us, and so they were going to get mown down. And now they're sitting there waving at us and cheering. This is the atrium, and instead of being round like the Iona or the Arvia, it's a square one. It's rather nice. There's a slightly old-fashioned look to this ship in comparison, but it's a nice ship.
It's got a Titanic feel about it.
Bon's thinking of buying a bag. I'd do a mini one as well. She hasn't said, but I think she's buying it. This corridor looks like a hall of mirrors, but it's actually a long corridor. Whenever I see a sea like this, I think of a book that I read as a kid called The Cruel Sea. And I think all of that happened in the North Sea, and it was all grey. Mind you, it was a black and white film, but it's a very grey day today. So we're going to pop down to the shops, I think. We're moving at such a speed, it's like we're on a speedboat. It's incredible. Once you get down to the sea level, we're really shifting. It's the harbour shop. Get your badges here. Trying on a new top. Already got one. Now I've got a blue one. What did it say? It's Britannia as well. Bond's having a go now.
Lentor, what does it mean in music terminology?
I know the answer to that. I ought to. So we've arrived at Haugesund, and here we are at the visitor centre. P&O provide a hop on, hop off bus. Well, you can definitely tell we're in Norway. It's chucking with rain and it's grey, but it's actually not cold, so that's one bonus.
Yeah.
Quite nice out here.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And there's the boat. It's quite close. In actual fact, getting off the boat, you can just walk down this path to get to the town, so it's not too bad. Well, we've only been off the boat 3 minutes and here we are at the river. It's rather nice. In fact, the boat's up there. It's a lovely church over there. I think the only problem is, though, we're going to have to go over that bridge to get to it. Right, so back up the hill, we're going to make for the bridge. It's rather nice. Activities house. I wonder what they do in there. Looks like it's an activities road as well. Oh, there's the bridge. We were hoping for a humpback whale, not a humpback bridge. Well, we're halfway across. Train's just gone past. There he is. So on the other side of the bridge, it bears left, and I think it's going to take us straight down into the town. Train! And here we are, that's it. We're down into the town. So it's just over the bridge and that's it, you're here. So not far. All these people are just off the boat. Is that real? Is that real?
It's real.
It is? Oh God, they're big, aren't they? He's got to be 7 foot tall. Oh, it's beautiful. It's really lovely. It's a nice little deer. What's he doing there? Looks like it's an alpaca shop, isn't it, for the wool? I'm not quite sure what that one is. It looks like a lynx, I suppose. But I didn't know they had them here. It's a strange shop called Unknown Pleasures. Loads of horns. Oh, they're quite nice. I'm thinking of buying some ducks because you get 4 for 100 kroner, which is £7.
We do like our ducks.
We like a duck. This is a really weird place. My God, they got a polar bear. This place is unbelievable. I think this is supposed to be Jesus. Oh my God. I just dropped him. How do you keep him? Oh, I thought he was stuck. He's definitely not stuck. A raven up there. So the guy that owns this shop, he says he's travelled the world before COVID and then collected stuff, and this is the result. There's just stuff everywhere. An English telephone box. A little goat. This is not far from the ship, and this is the main centre. It's not far to walk, really. There's that lovely church. It's started to rain again, so we've dived into a cafe. It's a rather nice place. That blackboard sign is hilarious. It says, fish and not chips, but potato. But the guy said what they do, that guy there at the bar, is they bake the potato and then they fry it so it's crispy. So it's not the same as chips, but it sounds actually very nice. That's our first troll that's not on the internet. One thing about shops in Norway is quite a few don't accept cash and you have to pay by card. Oh look, the back end of a troll. Pod's dressing up as a Viking and she looks quite scary. Now she's going to lift the chainmail. This is so unbelievably heavy, you would not believe it. So this chainmail, it looks light because it's got holes all through it and everything, but my God, when you try and lift it, it is absolutely ridiculous. She's not putting this on, it's absolutely real.
Oh!
So how did anyone walk? How did anyone walk around with that on?
Oh, it's terrible. I couldn't even. Oh.
No. So this is the tourist information centre. It's quite nice. Got a little Viking corner here. It's rather nice. But I cannot believe the weight of that stuff. The chainmail is ridiculous, and that helmet on the left that's got chainmail on the back is even worse. To wear all that and walk would be difficult. last night it was light until midnight probably, very, very late. And then we woke up this morning so early because it was so bright. So they don't get long nights in the summer here. This is a beautiful place. The nice thing is the ship docks right where we want to be. It's so close to everything. So there's not a lot of walking once we get off. I can literally point this camera anywhere and get a nice picture. Oh, boat's gone off. So you're just off the boat into a little hut and you're out. Another one of those little trolls. Well, we've got a great view of the boat. I think Helena's trying to get it in. It is enormous. There's the front of the Britannia. It's really such a beautiful place. It really is stunning, clean, open. It's just beautiful. There's the rope that holds the boat. The water here is dead shallow, and yet the boat is that close, so it must go down really fast. There's a front rope. It's really long. This place is like a picture postcard. I think this is the main town. How on earth did people get in those things and row across the North Sea to the UK? No idea how they did that. Imagine going to the UK in that. It's a long distance in a liner, let alone a little wooden boat like that. At the edge of this fjord here, you can see the drop away. There's the stones there, and suddenly it drops away, and that's where the glaciers cut into the mountain. Literally everywhere you point your camera, you get a picture postcard. The place is incredible. Right at the end of the fjord is a nice cafe, so we're going to have a quick coffee. Because there are so few places here, this is quite popular. The prices here are pretty good as well, so it's got a lovely view. The customers are actually quite well behaved, and the coffees, 2 coffees works out about £4, so it's a good price here, and it's well worth visiting. Our boat is over there and it keeps making a grunting sound. I have no idea what that's about. We found another cafe, and it's a cracker, this one, on the way back to the boat, right by the water. It's lovely, and it isn't too far to the boat now. In seconds, the place is emptied. And there's the rain coming in now. Literally in a minute. This weather is nutty as a fruitcake. We were literally taken over in about a minute by this storm. And we went indoors, had a coffee, it blew through, and now it's all gone sunny again. It's like we just changed from the winter to the summer in about 1 minute. It's a hilarious noise coming from this field. There's all these goats. They're all jiggling away. Here we are, back at the Britannia. Dr. Imi John, international physician for the prevention of nuclear war. That person's got stuck in the pavement. There's the Britannia. These buildings are absolutely gorgeous. It's like being on a film set. It's a nice little market here. Plenty of trolls there. They're just coming up to the cathedral. It's quite Egyptian looking, and also quite strange that it's next to the cathedral, which is just there. This cathedral is supposed to be about 900 years old and one of the oldest in Norway, but it looks so pristine. Now apparently this is the back. Well, it's got no door, so it must be. And that it's more ornate than the front, I think. This part definitely looks a little bit older, I think. The middle section is a different colour to the outside, so I wonder if that's the old part and the outside has been added on. On the left-hand window there are little heads looking out from the wall. They're quite spooky. They're planting trees. It's nice. It says here the cathedral is undergoing a comprehensive restoration leading up to its 900th anniversary in 2025, so it is old. It is actually quite Rapunzel-like, this place. It's really quite pretty, even from the outside. It's lovely. Such an ornate door. That took some carving. Maybe part of the restoration has been to repoint the stone or something, I don't know, because this looks so new and it actually looks very modern. Yeah. Such a weird thing to have outside a cathedral. This isn't brick, it's some sort of metal. So it's all been panelled. Oh, they look a bit nice. This is like a town square, except that it's round. It's very nice. It's a funny little statue there. He's sunk into the pavement as well. There are lots of ribbons hanging in the tree. This is actually like a postcard town. Everywhere you point your camera here, you also get a nice picture like in the fjords. Except the view here is totally different, but it is oldie worldy. It's very nice. No idea what these things are, but they're labelled as drummable, or drummable, I don't know. So what it is, it's a chocolate, like a croissant thing here, pastry, but it's hollow, and inside, in there, is like a cream stuff. It's actually very nice. So it's the Valberg Tower Viewpoint Museum. Oh, okay. So this was built in 1850. These are stirrup pumps. Oh, I thought so you can have a drink on the way up. There was a man here who worked here for 18 years as well, watching for fires. When there's a fire, they put a flag up and let everyone know. That's actually the man there. He was here for 18 years. Poor old soul. Those things in there are hand pumps. They used to suck the water up and then blow it out. The man with a bucket on his head there. I think he's done something wrong. We're going up again. So the watchmen were kind of like the local police, and they were watching out for troubles, fires, whatever. And I think probably they punished people as well. So they were quite scary people. So, interesting. They had a good look over the town here. She's trying to cause trouble by ringing the bell. This is the watchtower. She can't reach, thank God. So if she could, she probably would ring it by accident. I know. Set the town off. Quite a view up here all round. the bell to give the warning. Harry Potter's brother up there, Harry Pepper, on his way to Mexico since 1986. That's a long way to go then. It takes him that long. Bond thinks that Harry Pepper stopped here on his way to Mexico in 18 whatever, and that's what that's about. Oh my God, how did that get there? A heat? How did that is actually, it's real. What's it doing there? A lovely old steamer. It's a big one, isn't it? You can see the tower over there. Troll City. Oh, here's a big one.
Should that brolly?
We found a Viking museum and a shop. This is going up to the old town. All the buildings are white, and it really is oldie worldy. All wood. Place is so oldie worldy looking. It's crackers, everything is wood. Blimey, there's a diver there and another one. That thing is an air pump. Are you really having that on your boat? Dear oh dear. So this is there's a hand cranked pump. Send air down. Those poor big devils at the bottom of the sea there. And they're weighted down with this weight here, which holds them down, or held them down. Jeez, I wouldn't fancy it. These buildings have been here since the 18th and 19th century. So although they're wood, they have stayed up a long time. Even the drains are marked 1866. So that's it. We're going to go back to the boat because it's been turfing with rain, and we're going to go and get out of it. Making a beeline for the shop. A great one there. Oh my God, I've been to Norway. Got my new top on today.
Yeah, suits you.
Actually, I've been wearing a new top as well before, the green one, but I thought I'd better mention it today.
That's nice.
Got my little sailor suit on. We're going to look for the fish market. Well, apparently that's the fish market in there. Oh, we are in a fish market. They do look nice. I think there are two having a barney down there. When they're cooked, they go nice and red. Now we've got mackerel down there. Looks like, is it trout? I don't know what they do with dried fish. Maybe they put it in stews or something. But it doesn't look very appetising while it's dry. You get a pirate burger for 115 knots. There you are. It's not like a French fish market though, is it? Because they haven't got so much fish, but they've got a lot of produce here. Nice and open here. It's so beautifully set out, this. Everything looks so new and well looked after. Over a nice little bridge. That lady's carving out a sand sculpture. Maybe when we come back we'll see what it turns into. It's amazing. Got to be patient to do that. So she's standing on a platform there. I suppose that comes away and she carries on further down. I hope it doesn't rain. So the lady making that thing out of sand says it's going to take another 6 days and it'll last until August. And when she's finished, she sprays it with a glue to give it a crust so that the rain doesn't affect it and it'll stay there. And poor woman, she's got another one to do on the other side of the road. So that's going to be, she says, 4 days, I think. That was to teach the babies to plunder. It's a great big jar in the middle of the park. Wow. God, how do you make these things so big? Looking at that building, you wouldn't think it was over 100 years old. Everything's so freshly painted and looked after. Every kind of duck you can wish for. These furs are beautifully soft and dense. I can see why in a cold country you want to wear something like this, because it really is dense, thick fur. It's a very pleasant place. I love the way that the traffic is kept away from the shops in many of these places. Makes sense really, but they're very smart. The places are just so smart, and there's not litter, and the houses and the places are kept really very well. Everything looks so new. Get your smalt ringer here. And a short walk, and there you are. You can go and confess. Bon's just had her breakfast and she's still looking. I thought for a minute that was a statue. So this is the front entrance of the cathedral.
And right now you have the great opportunity to enjoy the beautiful sound of the 4,528 organ pipes for the next 25 minutes. This is the old part of Kristiansand,
And the buildings are white again and wooden. To keep it this good looking, you must have to paint it quite often. You never believe this, but it's sunny and the rain's coming down as well at the same time. So where's the rain coming from? I can't see it. Hello.
Oh, hi.
The joke is, upstairs is downstairs. They haven't got an upstairs. They've got Lambrettas up there above the pizza place. That's an old one.
Yeah, right.
It's a pretty colour. That's a big jar. Actually, you could put the wife inside that and no one would know. This is another one. This is actually the comfortable hotel. Another little man. We dashed back to the ship because it was going to rain, we thought, and that big cloud there was coming over us. And we thought it's a matter of a few minutes, because in this country the weather seems to come in so quickly. As you can see there, it's beautifully dark next to a beautifully blue sky, and it changes just like that. We're going to have a nice cream tea in our cabin.
Yeah. Whoa.
And watch the rain come in. We were just about to pull away when someone became ill, so an ambulance has turned up, I think, to take them away, and when they take them away we'll go. Oh, it looks like they might be getting off. Yeah, there goes the ambulance now. So that's it, they're off, which probably means we'll be leaving soon. Okay, chocks away. They wind the ropes in before we go. The thrusters have gone on now to push us out. And that's it, we're moving outwards now.